Guys, this is NHRA 227. This is Dan.
What's up?
And today we're going to talk about the history of drag racing and whether or not it's a sport.
Drag racing was adopted right after World War II by the veterans of that war. Got anything to add to that?
No. Pretty much what they were doing was, like a lot of them, they would. This kind of throws in a little bit of stuff with manufacturers, but a lot of people would cut their mufflers off their cars and then weld their tailpipes back together. And apparently the law frowned upon that practice. So then, because they wanted the sound and like throaty sound of a race car. Wait, alright, go.
Drag racing got its start late 40s, early 50s in the streets of Southern California. Why California? I don't know. It's so crowded.
Because probably back then Hollywood was not a big thing, and you know, it's always warm in Cali.
Good point.
No potholes.
That's true. But in the early 50s, Wally Parks, who was an avid street racer, got the idea that maybe it's not so safe racing on the streets. You might hit someone, you might crash into a building.
You might get arrested.
That too. But hey, let's go to that old abandoned airport runway down the road to keep racing off the streets, make it safer, and you know, basically
Legit.
Yeah, legit. Can't really get arrested for racing on that. I mean, unless it says private property.
Or unless it's in use.
That too. That's why it's abandoned. Okay. And soon after that, the National Hot Rod Association, or NHRA, was created to officially create the sport that is drag racing.
And some of the big names from that sport you may or may not know are Don the Snake Prudhomme, which he has a movie soon, or it's already out, but it's soon coming out on DVD.
What's it called?
Snake and the Mongoose, which that's another racing legend, Tom the Mongoose McEwen. And we have Big Daddy Don Gartlitz, and the first female in drag racing, Shirley Muldowney.
And then you got the Force family, John, Ashley,
Brittany and Courtney.
Those are the other ones. Alright, and then the first days of drag racing being actually classified as a sport, it was in the first issues of the Hot Rod magazines, which Wally Parks helped create. So basically, if it wasn't for Wally Parks, those of you that actually watch drag racing wouldn't be watching it. And
the first sports networks to, or the first sport network to broadcast drag racing was Diamond P Sports, which later was transferred into ESPN. Well, not shit.
Well, the earlier stages of ESPN, which was in the mid-90s, and they still broadcast it now, which is how you can tell that they really take drag racing seriously as a sport, because what sport isn't broadcasted on ESPN?
Oh crap, we forgot something, but oh well.
Let's see, you got football, basketball, soccer, all the big name sports broadcast on ESPN, including drag racing.
And let's look at it this way: they always devoted drag racing to being safe, but God only, you know, back in the 50s, people really didn't give a shit about that kind of stuff.
Good point.
But lately in the past, I want to say 10 years, they've really gotten big into the safety of drag racing because of the deaths of a lot of people, actually. Blaine Johnson for one, Darrell Russell for another, Eric Medlin, and then the latest, Scott Coletta.
God rest their souls.
Yes. I'm not gonna laugh this time. Just go.
But to further your view on drag racing, we are going to show you some of drag racing and what, you know, the dangers could be.
Alright.
Okay, here, so you just entertain them while...
He's done.